Hey, welcome. In this lecture, we are going to make all this clickable, and also we are going to create all the screens. And remember, we have done this before, but for the sake of mastering, we are going to be doing this again. Okay, now the first step is to use Ctrl and B to make this wide. And the second step is to create a variable, and we are going to call this variable underscore page indents. And the reason for this underscore is because we do not want to be able to refer to this variable outside this file. And now we can set this to equal 0. And currently, it wants us to specify the type of this variable. And you can see it is a type of int. So over here, we have to specify it. Okay, great. And now within the bottom navigation bar, it has a property known as current index. And we can set this to equal the page index, and currently you can see this page index has a value of 0. So it is basically referring to the first page. Great. And also within the bottom navigation bar, it has a property known as OnTap. And within the parentheses of the OnTap is going to take in something known as value, which is basically referring to the selected bottom navigation bar item. And we can get rid of this function and use this instead. And now we want to set state, but unfortunately we cannot set state when using a stateless widget. Sorry, we're already using the stateful widget, so we should be able to set state. Seems good. And what we then want to do is to call the page index to equal whatsoever value the user is going to select. Great. And this is basically it. Use Ctrl and S to save, and it's gonna make it clickable now. Wait for this and click on this. Seems good. So this is the first, that is 0, 0. So when we click on this, it's gonna update this page index to the value that is 1, or it's gonna assign whatsoever we select to this page index. So this is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And remember over here, we are saying the current index should be the page index. And also, instead of this, we could have say maybe uh, current index is going to be equal to 1, and this is going to be the upload, you can see. And if we say current index is going to be 2, this is going to be this. Remember, when counting based on index, it starts from 0. So this is going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Okay. And instead of doing this, what we simply did was to call the underscore page index. So whenever we click on any of this, remember the value we have over here is basically referring to each bottom navigation bar we have. So currently we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So whenever we click on any of this, it's going to update this page index to that. So it's going to update it to 1 when you click on it, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Right. That's good. And value. And we're basically using the set state to update the UI. You can see also we are changing this color to this or transferring this color to this and so on. And in order to achieve this, you have to use the set state. And you just have to use the set state to update your UI. And working as we expect, right? And so what we can do is we can create all the screens. To do this within the screens, or we can just create a new folder for this in order to make our code much more cleaner, or we can just create it over here. Yeah, we can just create it over here, or you can just create a new folder to make yours cleaner. But I think this is still okay. And this is gonna be ns underscore screen dot. And we can then have a stateless widget for now. And since we can easily migrate to a stateful widget if there is a need, ns screen and this and center widget for now. We basically do not need a scaffold because we already have that scaffold within the main vendor screen. And this is going to be child and test. And this is going to say ns screen. Sounds good. And what we can easily just do is to copy this now. And we want to create another file. This is going to be for the upload. Okay, new file and upload underscore screen. Then the dot upload. I think I mistakenly created this behind the scene. I was doing something. I'm just gonna delete this. Okay. Then upload underscore screen and the section is ordered and we can paste this and alight. Then use Ctrl and D to alight similar and upload screen. Okay, and this is gonna be upload screen. And the other screen we need is the edit. Okay, we can new file and we're gonna call this edit underscore product underscore screen then the dot and also we can paste this over here and control D to align similar edit product screen and over here this is gonna be edit screen and now we need for the orders and logout. Okay, and this is going to be orders or we can just call this vendor underscore order screen then dot and we have to paste this Ctrl and D to align similar and this is going to be vendor orders screen and orders we can just say orders and the last should be logout and new screen vendor underscore log out underscore screen. Remember the need for this is because we have to we have the buyers and the vendors. So in the customers app or in the customers file, we can call this logout. So we do not want to mix it up together. So that is why I have to say vendor underscore logout screen. Okay, and paste this over here and Control and D to align similar. And this is going to be vendor log out screen and you can just go ahead and create that functionality. We want to have a test button and this and the child is going to be a test widget and it's going to say sign out and control and S to save in order to format this and over here we want to use the Firebase auth. So what we can just do is we can create a final over here and it's going to be a type of Firebase auth underscore auth. It's going to be equal to Firebase auth auth and dot instance, right? And we have to then get rid of this. And instead of saying Firebase dot instance over here and just call that variable. Remember, in order to use Firebase, you always use the async. So we can then say underscore auth dot sign out. Sign out. Seems good. Okay. And this is basically it. And back to the main vendor screen, we then have to call all those screens. We then have to create a list, sorry, to store or to save all those screens. So this is going to be list, and also we can specify. Remember in Flutter, everything, every screen we have is referred to as a widget. So we can just go ahead and specify it is a type of widget, and we can then call this underscore pages. It's going to be equal to a list of pages. And the first we need is the NS screen. Sorry, this is a list, so it's gonna be comma. And the second we need is the upload screen, comma. And the third we need is what? Is the edit product screen. And we need what next? We need the order. I think we call this vendor order screen. And not important correctly, so we have to allow it in use control and dot in order to import. And vendor logout screen, and this is it. And now within the scaffold, as you know, it has a property known as body, and now we can call the underscore pages, and it is a list, and we can then pass in whatsoever that is selected. Control and S to save. Also, you could add a training comma over there to format it this way, and sorry, and sorry, yeah, okay, and click on this now. I think we just need hot restart for this, and we are then good to go. It's gonna work as expected. Do not worry. And not hot restarting. Okay, seems good. Any screen, edit screen, upload. Sorry, order screen, and yeah, we can click on this to sign out for sure. And it's gonna be working as expected. We have the NS upload, edit screen, orders, and we can choose to log out.